This is a dessert cup made with berries and an applesauce crust. I use a mix of frozen berries. This mix is going to be 1 cup cherries and 1 cup blueberries. I've also done a cup of plums and a cup of cherries. Or strawberries and peaches.
I usually do half and half. Because pie crust can be something you need to bite through if you're just on mush. I make a crust by starting with a pint of applesauce, a tablespoon of chickpea flour, a tablespoon of almond flour, 2 tablespoons of oats, and then a tablespoon of ground flax seeds and a tablespoon of chia seeds. You don't have to do that many different things. I started using the different flours because if I just did oats, the applesauce would absorb the oats and it would turn into like something a little too thick and a little too paste-like. So if I did a couple different kinds of flours, then it ended up being something that wasn't too thick.
This is oat flour made if you put regular oats in a blender and blend them until they're powder. 2 tablespoons oat flour.
Almond flour.
1 tablespoon.
I used to do amaranth flour because I had a bottle or a bag of it. In the cupboard that I got on clearance, but I went through that bag. So now we'll work through some almond flour. I do use those flours as well because they're higher in protein. Tablespoon of ground flax. And then I need to put the chia seeds in the blender to grind them up. And then I'll do a tablespoon of the ground chia seeds. And then I just mix everything together and let the applesauce absorb the flour while I mix the berries together. A cup of cherries into a pot. Actually, no, I'm going to grind them first. And a cup of blueberries. I don't turn it completely into paste, but I do make it bite size.
Cook for a few minutes. I put it into 4 wide-mouth pint-sized jars. Divide the topping into 4 servings. Gently place the crust on top of the berries. We are going to be cooking these, so make sure that you use whatever type of container can go into the oven. Set the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Cook for 20 minutes.
This is after it's been cooked in the oven for 20 minutes. It's been cooling off for probably a few hours. And then every night before I eat it, I put it in the microwave and heat it back up for a couple minutes. The topping does kind of fall down the middle. It won't float on top. But all together it tastes really good.